it looks like Meghan Markle's upcoming cooking show is gonna be an absolute train wreck waiting to happen. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yes, let's jump into this, shall we, because it looks like Netflix insiders are coming out of the woodwork and are starting to tell little tidbits about Megsy's cooking show. Is it going well? What do you think? Now, apparently, it's a Netflix cameraman that is exposing Megsy's staged pap shots and tantrums during her filming of this cooking show. So, according to the Netflix insider who spoke on the condition of anonymity, Megsy's performance on a cooking show was far from impressive. Netflix apparently are not happy with what's coming out from Megsy. The insider described her cooking style as robotic and fake, indicating that Megsy relied heavily on off-camera assistance and struggled with even the most basic kitchen tasks. Now, this is the thing, right? When it was first announced that Megsy was going to do a new series on Netflix all about cooking, I did say, come on, how much of the cooking is she actually going to be doing herself, right? I cannot imagine her doing, let's say, a cake from start to finish. She'll have some lackey or whatnot in the background doing it and being like, I'm going to put it in the oven. And then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, it comes out. It's like, this is what I did, guys. Yeah, right. This insider's like, oh, no. She's relying heavily on off-camera assistance and is even struggling with even the most basic kitchen tasks. Yeah, because, come on, Megsy in Montecito Royale cooking a meal on her own? I don't think so. This revelation has left many questioning now the authenticity of her on-screen persona and raising concerns about whether Megsy truly possesses the culinary expertise that she actually portrays. And stay tuned for later on in the video because she might not have that expertise. When you look at one of her ex-boyfriends and what happened with him. Stay tuned because that story is insane. And if you're to believe that story, then as far as I'm concerned, you can't believe anything that comes out of her gob when it comes to this cooking show. Stay tuned, I'll explain in a moment. Now, drawing an intriguing comparison, a magazine editor has highlighted similarities between Megsy and Brooklyn Beckham. Yeah, noting that neither of them is actually widely recognised for their passionate approach to cooking, right? Or their actual knowledge when it comes to cooking. And so this reinforces the notion that her involvement in the culinary world may be more of a calculated move than a genuine passion. I mean, of course it's a calculated move. Come the frick on. It's all for this fake brand that she's got. And she's like, oh, look at me. I'm a homely person. I'm just like Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm just like Martha Stewart. Everyone praise me. Everyone like me. Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to work. Like I say, train wreck waiting to happen this series. And so, of course, her royal status has generated interest in the show. I'll watch it so you guys don't have to. I'll follow some of the recipes so you guys don't have to and let you know how I get on. But this magazine editor actually expressed doubts that Megsy's show would have garnered as much attention if she was not a member of the royal family. Look, if she wasn't a member of the royal family, none of this would be happening to her. She won't be getting multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix, Spotify, and whatever else that she's got, right? Not that many people would have known her. Suits will have finished by now, and she will have just faded into obscurity. I mean, what? She was 6th or 7th on the call sheet at Suits. She wasn't even one of the main characters. She was a side character. And Suits is like her most well-known piece of work that she's done in terms of her acting ability, situation, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. If she hadn't married Hazza, then she wouldn't have been known whatsoever. She would have definitely been forgotten about as far as I'm concerned. But this obviously then raises questions about whether her fame and association with royalty will overshadow her culinary skills. I humbly suggest she has none. And whether the show's success is primarily due to her star power rather than her culinary expertise. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do well for Netflix, let's put it that way. I mean, their last offering, Heart of Invictus, absolutely bombed. So what's the guessing that her cooking show is going to go the same way? I would say very high indeed. Now, Meg's culinary background, she really has none. Critics argue that she actually has limited experience, and that's evident in a very sparse track record. Her only notable culinary contribution was sharing a toast recipe years ago on the TIG, which received, of course, not that much fanfare whatsoever. The magazine described watching Meg's toast recipe as akin to watching paint dry, further fueling doubts about her culinary prowess, which, yeah, she's going to be robotic and fake on this show? I definitely think so. Regarding the motives behind Meg's show, the editor suggests that it may be a strategic move to soften her public image. Yes, a strategic move. However, is it going to soften a public image? Oh, no. This is going to backfire on her. I am sure of it, right? So the editor asserts that Meg's is hard as nails, ambitious and ruthless, speculating that the cooking show is merely a tool to enhance her personal persona. But yeah, all of this is raising doubts about her motivations, with her venture into the culinary world becoming a topic of intrigue and speculation. And intrigue and speculation it is actually creating because how good really is Meg's when it comes to cooking? Not that much at all. And if you actually spoke to her boyfriend, or let's say her ex-boyfriend, Corey Vitello, I'm sure that he may allegedly have some very choice words when it comes to Meg's, because they split up over a pasta dish. But oh my goodness, it gets worse, guys. So he was getting very, very tired of her prima donna-like behaviour, which, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, she definitely has, right? She'd frequently use her fame, apparently, to bag the best tables at the restaurants, this, that, and the other. But this is the thing, right? One night during a dinner party with friends, it's reported that she took the credit for a courgette pasta dish recipe, even though that credit actually belonged to Corey. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, and Corey was like, dunzo, that is it. So this is the thing, right? Meg's doing this cooking show, going into the culinary world. Yeah, how much can we actually take her seriously when the Netflix insiders turning around and saying, look, she's robotic and fake on camera. She's needing a lot of assistance behind the scenes. She can't even do the basics when it comes to kitchen. And then you have this particular story here that came out a few years ago where allegedly she doesn't have even an original recipe because she stole one allegedly from Corey Vitello, trying to pass it off as her own during a dinner party with friends. Yeah, this cooking show, as I mentioned right at the beginning, it definitely looks like it's a train wreck waiting to happen. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Meg's upcoming cooking show, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.